All right, welcome to what would it be? Part 5 of the 6 boxes, the Nikke boxes. The previous videos, I opened, I think 1 box per video. I didn't want to make these videos too long. So this would be the 5th box. Well, off screen, I've been making a pile of all the pulls that I made, and on the last video, I'm gonna show all the ones, all the good pulls that I made. Took me a while. Took about an hour because I've opened 6 boxes. Took me about an hour to divide the cards based on, maybe it's just an OCD thing, but based on the rarity, like ultra, common, rare, and then rare, double rare. I think the only ones that I actually sleeved and separated were the triple rares and the SRs. I haven't had a chance. Haven't been lucky enough to get an SP or triple rare plus or even an SSP. So hopefully the last 2 boxes I have something, something even better than what I've had. I did in previous videos. I did pull what I consider my favorite card so far from all the cards that I pulled. My 2 favorite cards, I would say. Um, so again, I'll be showing these later after I'm gonna say the 6th video. But yeah, this is box 5. Hopefully, I get something good. I haven't. I This is the first one I've had of this one. This is a new one, so that's awesome. Going first. I don't know what this means because I have. Where is it? I have all the other ones of the previous boxes, and they all say going second. This one. This one says going second. This one also says once it's upside down, but it also says going second, and then this one also says going second, and then this one. So this is the first for the 5th box. Is the only one that says going first. I don't know if maybe that's like that's something that makes sense if you play the game, like the card game. We'll put Rapi over here. So I'm gonna if I do get any good pulls, I'm gonna probably put them like over here, right next to my graded card that I have. But yeah, I'm gonna start with this one. Hopefully hopefully I get lucky and I get something. I'm still not too familiar with which rarities are worth grading. I know that there's like two piles. There's the there's the, let me see what they're called. It says back here. They're called normal and then parallel. I believe, I'm assuming parallel are the ones that are worth something because that's where SEC is, SEC plus, and those are the rarest cards you can get in this game. So far nothing. What is this? Oh, an SR of, oh, that is awesome. An SR of Snow White. Holy crap, that is sick. That means that the rest of the pack is probably dead. Hopefully not the box, because it happened last time. Uh, I'll show it later, but I got an S. I think it was a triple R, and the rest of the, I want to say the box might be dead. So this, hopefully this doesn't mean that the box is dead. Because that would suck if it was the first card that I pull. Granted, Snow White is an awesome character. I love that character. So if my box is dead and she's the one that killed the box, I wouldn't be upset about it because Snow White is fucking awesome. She's awesome in this story. Uh, a lot of people love her. And she's a really popular. She already has, I think, in terms of Ami Ami, she already has like 3 figures. She has a regular one, which is a beautiful figure. Oh wait, no, I'm confused. No, my bad. I'm confusing Snow White with Scarlet. But either way, both characters are beautiful. I know what's her face. I know Red Hood loves Snow White, right? Snow White's supposed to be like the innocent girl, I think, for the group. But I mean, if Snow White did kill the box, I'm okay with that. Could be worse. I could have. Well, I'll show you in the probably in the 6th video, 7th video. All my SRs and most of them are characters that I don't care for, and I don't care for them because I actually don't have them in the game. So the fact that I got a chance to get one character that I actually really like, and not only do I like her, actually I don't have her in. I just realized I actually don't have her in the game. So I guess I have this curse where all the SRs I'm getting are characters I don't have. But I've gone through the story far enough where I know a double R. I've had a couple of unis of this version of her. I've known her enough in the game where I actually like Snow White. She's probably I wouldn't say she's one of my favorites, but she's definitely a character that I really care for. So yeah, that's cool. I think I confused Snow White with Scarlet because the regular Scarlet also has like a white outfit, although hers is purple. But if anything, Snow White gets a lot more screen time. At least I'm only in chapter 24, but Scarlet or Snow White gets way more screen time. So I'm more happy. I'm more of a Snow White person than I am of a Scarlet person. Um, and Snow White gets a lot more screen time than Scarlet, especially towards the beginning. Who knows how many times Scarlet has saved us, or Scarlet Snow White has saved us in the story. I think the first time we go into the surface, right? She saves us. Scarlet. Ooh, a Scarlet double R. I think might be the first one I've gotten from her. A double R of Scarlet Black Shadow. Which is funny because I actually have Scarlet Black Shadow. I don't have Scarlet, the regular one. But I've seen an Ami figure, regular R, and this is just a regular one. I know the lighting's, I know my hand kind of blocks it because the lighting. Uh, I don't have. I know a Scarlet, the regular Scarlet, has a beautiful figure in Ami, where she has her swords on her side, and she has like the traditional hat. I don't know what's called. It's like a traditional Chinese or Japanese hat, and it's pretty awesome. But I don't have her. I have the Scarlet Black Shadow. I believe it was one of the first pilgrims that I got. I want to say she was the first one. She might be. She might be the first one. If not, she's like one of the first two that I got. I would love to get one of an SR of this, but more than likely I can't. I'm assuming, like I said, that the box is dead. Another R. Like I mentioned in the first video, I'm 100% new to TCG, but if I've seen a lot of videos of other people opening other TCGs like Yu-Gi-Oh and One Piece, Pokemon, and if I believe if you get a booster box and you get the one of the parallels, I believe the rest of the box is dead. So I'm assuming Nikke is the same way. Like if you get a if you get an SR or a triple S, I mean a triple R, then the rest of the box is dead. So in the off chance that is true, I'm just gonna go quickly through them. I still have one more box. Oh wait, no, I'm wrong. There's another SR. I have her already too. Okay, so I'm wrong then. Can't really see. I know the lighting is blocking it, but I have this one too. I'm gonna have to sleeve it. This is the second copy, and the rest is. Yeah. That's the second copy of Guillotine that I've gotten. Okay, so I guess my theory. I'm trying to find. Where did I put my sleeves? I don't remember where I put. Oh, over here. Oh, that's not it. Where did I put them? Oh. So I guess my theory is wrong. So even if you get an SR, there's still a chance you can get another one because in the box. So does White Shorts not have that? Where if you pull a really rare card, the rest of the box is dead, or is it just because I haven't pulled an actually rare card? But that's cool though. That means that there's a potential that I can get another SR here. I've already got an SR of one of my third favorite girl, which is Modernia. I got an SR of her, which is cool. Fortunately, I haven't had a chance to get one of my second favorite girl, which is um, actually no, I would say Modernia is my third favorite girl, second favorite girl, and then Blanc is my third one. So I've gotten one of my second favorite girl, but not of my third favorite girl. So hopefully I can get Blanc. I did get a really awesome Blanc triple R that I'll show later, but unfortunately I haven't gotten a single one of her alone. I mean, I've gotten R's and double R's of her, but I haven't gotten um, like an SR, which would be great. So nothing here. I wonder when they're gonna release Volume 2 of this, because I would think that they would release like the more modern Nikkes, because like what would they release? They would probably release Little Mermaid and obviously Rapi, which is the one that's the one I want. That's the only other. If they ever release an SEC plus of her, I would buy it, a graded one, even if it's expensive because it's Rapi. And I believe I mentioned in the first video that has become like my second favorite character in video games after Aegis. She dethroned, Rapi dethroned 2B. 2B used to be my second favorite character, but Aegis became or Rapi became my second favorite after playing the game. I haven't finished the game, but so far the story has been pretty amazing. I think one of the reasons I really love Rapi is because the difference between Rapi is the same reason I love Aegis. The difference between Rapi and 2B is that 2B, like, don't get me wrong, I love badass female characters, but 2B is very unfeeling. She's like emotionally absent. And don't get me wrong, she's awesome, but she's completely emotionally void, right? And uh, I think that was one of the issues that I had with that was probably the only issue I had with 2B, that I wish she showed more emotion. Like there are moments where she shows emotion to what is it, to 9A, but it's so rare. Most of the time she treats him like she's annoyed of him. And one of the reasons that I love Aegis and Rapi is that in the beginning, Rapi is also like that. She's kind of emotionally devoid, and she pushes people away, and she's distant, whatever. But as the story goes on, and even when she unlocks her ultimate form, the one I have right there, the Red Hood, she's a lot more affectionate. She's a lot more human, I guess would be the right word. She's a lot more caring, a lot more nurturing. She's affectionate. Um, she shows a lot of affection to the commander, to the people around her, to her friends. I mean, if you played the winter, not the winter, the summer event that just happened, she tries her best to help Dorothy to grieve or to overcome her grief or whatever. Um, she's helped the other Nikkes too. So she's like a mother figure, but she's also very sweet, and I think that's the reason I really like Rapi, and that's the same reason I love Aegis. Aegis in the beginning, she's not necessarily well. I would say that she is emotionally devoid, but as you play the entire game and as you play the what is it called? What is it? Persona 3, The Answer. You can tell she really loves her friends. She cares about them. Another SR of this. I have a copy of this. This would be the second SR I have ever. But that's cool that I got another SR. As you play The Answer, you realize that well, actually, you realize that at the end of the game, if you play Persona 5 or Persona 4, and you pick her as your girlfriend or whatever, she's a very affectionate person. And even throughout the story, I mean, her whole purpose, her whole, what is it, whole reason for existing is to protect, the main character, which is this exact same thing with Rapi. Her whole reason to exist is to protect the main character or the commander, or whatever. And so I wish 2B would have shown more affection to A2 or 9A or whatever. Like I said, she does show affection, but she's almost like a placeholder for the player. Even when she's talking to like what's his face? Sorry for the cough. To Pascal, like she shows some emotion, but I wouldn't say like she shows that much emotion. And another thing, another reason I love I guess in 2B is or 2B Rapi is that not only does she show emotion and love and affection, but she's also a fucking badass. So I've said it before. The way that another example too is Stellar played Eve. Eve is another character that shows emotion. Although I think I would say she shows less emotion than Rapi. I would say Eve is more similar to. I think she's less affectionate than Rapi, but more affectionate than 2B. Because obviously, if you play the game, like Eve does show a lot of emotion to the people that she's with throughout the whole game, and also the squad leader that saves her in the beginning of the game. So she does show a lot more emotion. So I prefer characters that are written like that, where they're bad. Like that's how I feel like that's how you can write. That's the best way to write a female character, where she's badass, but she's also nurturing and affectionate and caring, protective. You don't have to be a cold, emotionless robot that doesn't feel anything and is incapable. Double SR or double R, I mean, as incapable of a emotion. Like I don't like that. Like I said, I guess you can make the argument, oh well, they're androids, so they lack emotion. Okay, well, I guess you can kind of explain Rapi because technically she has a human brain, right? So does the Nikkes. I believe all the Nikkes have human brains. So technically, you could say, oh well, she has emotion because she's a human. Well, human brain, therefore she has human emotions. But that besides the point. The point I'm trying to make is my favorite kind of female characters in video games are the ones that are badass, stoic, but also sweet and affectionate, caring, um, you know, stuff like that. That's the reason why Rapi became my second favorite character uh, over 2B, and that's why I don't think any character will ever beat. I guess because when I played Persona 3, Persona 3 is to this day my favorite game of all time. Ooh, a double R of her. I think that might be the first one I've had of her, a double R. Um, Persona 3 was the only game that ever made me cry a lot when I finished the game. The music, the story. That's it for this. No other game has ever made me cry like that. So I think that's the reason I don't think any game will ever beat Persona 3. But the only characters come close was uh, Rapi in the story. And granted, I'm not even done with the story yet. I think believe there's what so far there's 32 chapters, and I'm in 24. But there's been a lot of emotional moments with Rapi and Modernia and all that, Marion, whatever. But yeah, that's the end of this video. I'll be making one more video for the last box. That's right here. Hopefully, there's something good. You know what? I should let me. I need to show off all the pulls that I did for the fifth box. I've gotten some. I got like what? I think I got copies of 2. I got a copy of. Let me see. Let me look at the ones that I've gotten. Hold on, I need to make sure they're all sleeved. So the ones that I pulled in this box are these 3. My best pull in this box is definitely Snow White. And then Guillotine, I pulled her earlier. Don't remember if it was box 3 or box 2. And then Crow, I pulled her, I believe it was actually the last box that I pulled her. I don't think I showed the pulls that I had in the 5th box. I forgot about that. But I did. I think I brought it up. But yeah, I believe that I pulled her in the 5th box, no 4th box, and the 5th box. And so yeah, this is gonna be the last box number 6. And then after this, I'll show all the pulls that I had, and I'll show my favorite pulls in the entire 6 boxes. Overall, I want to say I'm pretty happy. I didn't expect to get, I mean, there was no way I was ever going to get, you know, an SEC, because you need to buy cases and cases, right? I'll talk about this card. I want to say on the same video that I did I show all my pulls. So it'll probably be the video. I want to make sure it doesn't fall. It'll probably be the video after this one where I talk about the Rapi card, and then that'll be the same video that I show all the cards that I pulled overall. I didn't want to show all of them because I wanted to kind of accumulate them, put them in sleeves, and then show them at the end of the video. Although I guess I did kind of break my rule in box number 5 because I did show the 3 pulls, but I'll show them all over again. Just in case somebody doesn't, it's not like everybody's going to watch every video all the time. They might skip like the 3rd one or the 1st one or the 4th one. So I'll show them all in the next one. That's going to be it for this one.